Welcome back, guys, to Katawa Shoujo. My name is Nagacious. What's going on? In the last episode, we actually just started chapter 3, 4, 3, I think, actually, yes, Sleight of Hand. This is the first screen in that chapter. And in the last episode, we had, we basically just went to the Tanabata festival, and something's up with Misha. Something's definitely up with her. I really, I want to know, but I don't want to know at the same time, because I have a feeling it's gonna be goddamn heartbreaking. But yeah, we are now, Shizune's boyfriend, and she's our girlfriend. Since we asked, and Shizune was pretty flustered when we did, and, but she said yes, so, there you go, I guess. Okay, but the last episode was really nice. My throat is kind of sore today also, but I guess we can carry on, so let's go. The following days pass uneventfully and with surprising quickness. I find renewed motivation to start learning sign language. Again. It seems that I have a knack for learning sign, so it would be a waste not to do it, and falling behind would be even more unacceptable. Summer break is coming up. Even though I figured that student council work could see a drop-off proportional to how lethargic my classes are becoming, it doesn't happen that way. Every day I get swamped under increasingly meaningless work. I left my goddamn Facebook open again. Despite how much I want to, I don't have even a free second to talk to Shizune nowadays. Every time I look at her, her face is buried in some sort of records or some stack of papers that need to be checked over in triplicate. Today, I woke up early to come to school before anyone else, hoping to catch Shizune. She has a habit of coming in first thing in the morning to be more punctual than all the other students. Unfortunately, I think I'm earlier than her. Hearing the student council room door click close to my right tells me that this isn't the case. I guess I just got here just behind her. I enter the room and tap Shizune on the shoulder to get her attention. Maybe she expects a conversation, which is why she puts down the carton of orange juice in her hand. Good morning. Where's your better half? We are separate individuals. Thinking about it, they must get that quite a bit. I can think of no other way to how to explain how she was... what? I can think of no other way to explain how ready she was with that answer. You're here early. That's good. You can help me look over some handouts. They're going out later today. I came here early specifically so I could see you without having to do work. According to Misha, being early isn't new for you. It's not new for you either. Are you saying you want to race? Shizune adjusts her glasses nonchalantly, a gesture that belies how guilty she is inside about the thought of having something very petty to take competitively and seriously. I think the smaller the matter is, the more it excites her. It's not a race. Do you want to make it a contest? I don't. I almost forget to add the last part, the most important part. Well, that's fine. There are too many days left in the school year. I'd get tired of it anyway. With that, Shizune picks up her juice and finishes it off. I wonder if she's going to try and shoot the empty container into the trash, but she doesn't. In fact, she seems puzzled as to why I seem so disappointed. I'd better get to the point. I just want to talk. Our break is practically here, you know? And we should spend more time together anyway. I was thinking that we could do that over the summer. Oh. Shizune's face turns as red as mine must be, and she starts adjusting her glasses, flustered. What an all-purpose gesture. She taps her fingers together in thought, considering her next words carefully. You mean, like a date? Just because we're going out somewhere, that instantly makes it a date? It's not. I want it to be a date. Then it is one. Shizune approvingly claps her hands once, before adding on to my statement. But not today. I'm going away for a week to visit my family. That is an oddly formal way of putting it, and for that reason my interest is piqued. Maybe her family is the prim and proper, traditional kind, living in a giant old-timey mansion with a little stream and koi pond, where everyone wears kimonos all the time. That's some stereotypicalization right there. Is that even a word? Well, it is now. It's a wild assumption, but it's fun to speculate sometimes. I wonder if Shizune puts on the appearance of being a calm and mature good daughter like Lily when she's with her family. I can't imagine it, but if there's even a possibility that it's true, then I must see it. Only a week? It must not be that far of a trip then. Of course not. They're still in Japan after all. Really? It isn't like you can come with me. Is that what you're trying to say? Why can't I? It isn't like you would enjoy it. You don't know that. It could be fun. Ah, I almost forgot. You didn't answer my question. Are you going alone, or is Misha going with you? Does your family know sign? Misha is coming alone. Why did I give her like a French accent all of a sudden? Misha is coming along. That part of the question left unanswered is the most telling. If Shizune's family can't communicate with her, I have to wonder what her childhood was like. She probably wrote everything on that pad she carries around and still produces out of nowhere sometimes. Usually it's when neither Misha nor I are around. I can notice her from far away when she pulls it out like a last resort, grimacing the whole time. If Misha is going, then I'm going to go too. Do you like Misha? It's the principle of the thing. I entertain the notion that Shizune might actually be jealous, but I doubt it. She usually wears her emotions pretty plainly on her face, and I don't see anything that would support my theory right now. I think you're just bored. That's okay though. Alright, we'll all go together. It's what I hoped for in the first place. You can't skip out on student council today to pack your bags, just because you're coming with us on such short notice. It's no excuse. It's okay, I hardly have anything to pack anyway. Shizune pauses, tenting her fingers thoughtfully. You must have come to this school on a very short notice. It could be that she's thinking back to the time when she and Misha unexpectedly shoved themselves into my room and caught a glimpse of all my medicines. That was an awkward moment I'd like to forget, and I don't like revisiting it. The way she tiptoes around the issue even now only makes me more uncomfortable. I did. It was kind of an on-the-spot decision. It worked out better than I expected, though. I hope Shizune won't pursue the matter, and to my relief, she doesn't. My home is in a particularly beautiful part of Saitama. Like the One Punch Man Saitama? Oh god, no. We'll be leaving early in the morning, so be ready. Let's talk about it more later, okay? For now, those handouts won't look over themselves, and you're going to help me. As Shizune dives into her work, pulling me along with her, I think that she seems almost, but not quite, excited to go. So we're leaving right now, okay. When Shizune and Misha arrive early the next morning to pick me up, they are dressed in something other than the school uniform I've grown used to seeing them in. What are they going to look like? Damn! Wow! That kind of summer dress-ish style really suits her. it makes sense, since we're on a holiday, but it's still jarring. Shizune's dress is sharp and fashionable, almost too much for a quiet place like Yamaku. Thinking back to what she wore at the Tanabata festival, I'm starting to notice a trend with her. All of her clothes are very tasteful and mature, very well thought out. So, then, I wonder why she herself is so immature. And then there's Misha. Well, at least Misha's clothes reflect her inner self on the outside. I'm bringing so little. I said I would. I said there wasn't much to pack. Shizune pouts and rocks her own, rather large collection of luggage with her foot as if embarrassed. Misha only has one suitcase with her, but it's almost larger than she is. What the fuck? That's one big ass suitcase. How tall is Misha? Like 160 something? Jesus Christ. She looks self-conscious about it as well. God, that suitcase is as big as a compact car. The pea green color is unsettling too. It's like something used to try. Fuck. Let me try that again. The pea green color is unsettling too. It's like something used to transport bodies. The way they look right now makes me want to tease them a little. Aw, that's bad luck for you and Misha, isn't it? Having to carry those huge bags. Cut a pack light next time, like me. Everything fits into one little suitcase. Like James Bond! Yes, exactly like James Bond. Shizune gently tugs her at her glasses in concentration. We should split the amount we carry equally. Wow! That's a great idea, Shi-chan! What? No! It would benefit us all. No, it wouldn't. Yep! I'm going to have to say no. You're outvoted. She almost lunges forward as she signs it. Terrifying. Oh well, I was just kidding. I don't mind carrying a few extra. I just thought it would be fun to mess with you both. But if you were going to try and make me carry it all, I was going to ride that giant green case down the mountain like a sled. That seems to make Shizune laugh, and she holds a hand up to her mouth to hold it back. It's like she's hiding it. I wonder if she can laugh. If not, that might be why she does that. That kind of makes me feel sad. Here we are at the train station. With that taken care of, we head for the train station, and a very uneventful ride follows. Shizune and Misha manage to fall asleep almost instantly, but I find myself unable to. That's never happened before. Maybe it's my medication. Whoa! That's a cool house. When we arrive at Shizune's house, it's quite a bit larger than I'd envisioned it would be. I don't think huge would be much of an overstatement. You live in a mansion? Shizune indignantly stands up on her tiptoes so that we're at eye level and frowns deeply, having had my comment translated to her by Misha. It's as if she's saying, how can you even suggest such a thing? This is just a normal house, nothing as ostentatious as a mansion. I believe our definitions of those terms are quite different then. Wahaha! Hichan, are you surprised? Do you want me to point out where you'll be staying? I think we have a guest room, but I'm not sure if we have two. I'll check. It's no problem though, Hichan. Shichan and I can share a room if we have to. Well, unless hers is being used for something else now. Could we have a threesome? Okay. That's fucking... That's far enough. Not sure. I'm starting to think Shizune doesn't spend a lot of time at home. Before I can make a joke of it at her expense, Shizune vanishes into the house, and Misha goes with her, leaving me alone on the grounds. I don't want to follow them inside just yet. I put my bag down by the front door, and take the opportunity to look around at the grounds, just making a quick lap around the house. Grounds earlier, I'm sorry. Who is this? I'm guessing Shizune's... it looks like a trap. I'm gonna say... sister? Maybe? Even though it takes just a few minutes when I get back, the first thing I notice is that my bag is gone. And a tiny daughter, good, is in its place. She looks a lot like Shizune, although Shizune wouldn't wear red shorts and star and moon stockings. Hi! Are you Shizune's little sister or something? I was right, it was a trap. Fucking... oh god. Wait, stockings? Why? Okay. But what the hell kind of voice am I gonna give you? No, I'm her little brother. My name is Hideaki. It's nice to meet you. Monotone. Okay, so... It's nice to meet you. I don't know, something like that. The voice that responds is straightforward, monotone, and also definitively male. I feel embarrassed to the point where I could almost turn around and leave right now. If I could remember my way back to the train. Are you the second person that my sister brought with her? Brought with her? I'm not luggage. Anyway, I'm Hisao. Did you take my bag? Yes, it is my right to keep anything I find on the property. No, it's not. That's not how it works at all. I guess even particularly well-spoken little kids believe in the law of finders keepers. Even though I call him little, he doesn't seem that much younger, now that I think about it. Maybe 2 or 3 years younger at most. Wait, so... Hideaki would be like... would be like, what, 15, 16? He looks like 12, honestly. Jesus. I gave it to Shizune. It's inside. Are you in the student council? Yeah, how did you know? Does she bring it up often? I almost said, does she talk about it often? That could have been bad. Yes, all the time. Do you get along with her? Get along? That's a weird question. I wouldn't be on the student council if I couldn't get along with her. What about you? Do you two get along well? Even though he has a monotone voice, his face is just as expressive as Shizune's, and belies how he really feels. It must run in the family. Looks like he isn't happy about my question, for whatever reason. I'm sorry. I was only asking because you both act so much alike. I don't know why, but it feels like he's teasing me. Unfortunately, it works. I don't like being compared to Shizune. You're a lot more like Shizune, but that's to be expected. I mistook you for her little sister even. If you don't want people to make that mistake, you should dress more appropriately. I don't understand. My clothes are perfectly seasonal. What's with the stockings? They are cool. Cool? You act like my sister. Eventually, people will start mistaking you for her. I guess my comment hit him harder than I thought. That would explain his attempt at turning it around. I hate being compared to other people. Shizune doesn't like it when she is compared to others either. I thought that Hideaki was a little more mature than Shizune, but they have the same competitive streak and inclination to provoke people. I wonder if he's like this because of Shizune, or if it's the other way around. Well, wouldn't it be that Shizune's affected her little brother more than the other way around? I don't know. And neither do you, right? Okay, I get it. I shouldn't be so petty. Especially the little kids. Hideaki seems to accept this as an acknowledgement of defeat, which is something that I feel like I can't let go. Nevertheless, I'll just have to let it go when I have the chance. That looks really nice. I can hear Misha's laughter bouncing through the walls the moment I step through the door to the house and follow it into what I would guess is the living room. It holds more people than I'd expected. Wait. What? Why is it what? What? Why are Lily and Akira here? What? Among them, I spot a distinctive and familiar blonde ponytail. I'm more confused by why Lily is here than surprised. Shizune seems just as surprised. Lily doesn't look ecstatic about this chance meeting either. What? Sitting next to Lily is a tall, androgynous-looking woman in a sharp suit. I'd like to assume that it's her older sister, but I don't want to risk it. Derp. Yeah, of course, because we haven't met Akira yet in this timeline. Derp, yeah, of course. I didn't expect that you'd arrive so early. At first, I think she's talking to me, but it turns out that she's referring to Shizune. I don't think Lily even noticed my presence. I've clearly walked in on them mid-conversation, and it looks like her focus on Shizune, she couldn't hear me. I should have rearranged my entire schedule for you. Shi-chan says I should have rearranged my schedule just for you. That would have been nice, but I would not expect you to do such a thing. Oh, hi, Hi-chan! You're finally here! Yeah. Hello, Lily. Oh, Hisao. This is quite a surprise. Akira, this is Hisao, a schoolmate. Hisao, this is Akira, my sister. Oh god, what kind of voice did I give her? Yo! I guess. She holds up her hand in a brief and quite casual gesture of greeting. So she is the older sister after all. I hope we're not messing up any of your plans. Since we're only going to be here one more day, Lily and I thought she may as well come with me. Akira turns to me like she feels compelled to explain. I'm grateful for that. I suppose my position here would be best described as a babysitter. Akira ruffles Hideaki's hair as he carries on with his pastime of looking displeased. That is the meaning. Really? Maybe I'll change my title once I get a few more years on you. Or at least a few centimeters. Oh, sick burn! Like, there are so many people here now, like, my voice is starting to get like, androgynous. It's fucking annoying. Just bear with me. They make an interesting pair, although Akira looks more like a lawyer than a babysitter. I'm still not sure why both she and Lily are here, though. Taking a glance around the room, there are tennis rackets, golf clubs, and even a stack of fishing poles and tackle boxes secreted here and there. Behind every chair, in every corner, under every table, there is some piece of outdoor hobbyist equipment. I pick up one of the fishing rods and play with it. This is a nice house. Shizune, it looks like your dad has a lot of hobbies. For a moment I forget to sign what I say, but Misha's already in the process of interpreting what I said for her. I'm still a little impressed at how automatic interpreting is for Misha. Do you fish? No, I don't know how. I kind of want to learn, as I heard it's relaxing. There is a river only a short drive away. My whole family knows how to fish. If you want, we could go there sometime. You and Hideaki can fish. I didn't expect people your age to know, considering it's always seemed like a hobby for old men. You know, Lily's great at cooking. If we had some fresh fish... Fresh fish? Fresh... Ah! Okay, let's try that again. Like, because Shizune, fucking Akira... Now, Hideaki and Lily are in the same room. Their voices are so androgynous to me, it's really hard to, like, distinguish them. And when I try to, it gets really hard to, like, for my own voice. You know, Lily is great at cooking. If we had some fresh fish... It's not hard to follow Akira's train of thought. If you want to eat fish, we could go to the store. Lily's voice sounds slightly more authoritative than usual. She really doesn't seem to share her sister's enthusiasm for the idea.
It's more fun to go fishing. We could even make it a game and try to see who catches the biggest one. That would be exciting, right? Yeah. Hey-chan, what do you think? It sounds fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely could be. Sounds like a plan. I don't know how to fish either, so now's as good time as any to learn. Her eyes shift towards Lily, who remains unmoved. This sours Akira's smile a bit, and makes me wonder why Lily's being so obstinate about this. I don't think we have enough fishing equipment for everyone. We can take turns. It'll be a team battle. What is she saying? We can take turns. She also wants to make it a contest. Come on, Lily. We may as well make the most of it. So, this is going to be a competition of who catches the biggest fish, or the most. It looks like the older sister understands better as always.
Shi-chan says that she supposes Lily would prefer to go to the store, right? It's much less work, so it's natural she would. Going fishing would be more fun, though, and save money. Akira, you have the right idea.
Akira gives a gracious, if slightly stilted, smile. Shizune's praise wasn't her goal, after all. Isn't the river quite far away? I don't think it's that far, and I can drive if we have to. I'm okay with it, as long as you catch something. Can your car fit this many people, and a whole lot of fishing gear on top of that? She purses her lips as her fingers suddenly move, counting up the amount of passengers and the required cargo. If we're going to be taking me, Shizune, Misha, Lily, Akira, and Hideaki... 6 people. Damn, my car can only take 5. Actually, if Hideaki sat on my lap, we could... I am not sitting on your lap. Ah.
Shi-chan says that her father's car would be big enough.
What? The Fuga? If he doesn't mind us using it, then I guess we have no other choice. Feels like kinda bad forsaking my car, considering I won't even have it for much longer. Despite Lily's obstinacy and Hideaki's questions of whether or not we'd prefer to eat first and then bet on a fish dinner that might fail to even materialize, there's no way to dissuade Akira and Shizune as they agree on the transport plan. Hey! Also, like, now that I'm seeing like Akira and Lily like next to each other again, I'm wondering like about the eye color, because Akira's eyes are red, and like and Lily's are blue. But like, does blindness affect your eye color? I'm not sure. I don't know. But it's kind of weird that they have like I mean, it's not weird, but it's fun how they are like the opposite colors, like red and blue. usually representing good or evil. Also, Misha just drools on the back seat, like. My expectations of a somewhat relaxing drive through the countryside are fulfilled. Akira's driving is as smooth and peaceful as the surroundings, to the point where Misha falls asleep during the trip. I thought this trip would have been rather too slow-paced for Shizune's liking, but she seems to genuinely enjoy it. Even with Hideaki awkwardly sandwiched between her and the door, she just keeps looking out of the window and smiling. Also, Hideaki's like at the very edge of the seat. Wow, this looks fucking beautiful. Well, not as beautiful as like some other scenes in the game, but really like serene and calm. The area surrounding the river is quite beautiful. Akira and Shizune head off for the river so quickly that we have no choice but to chase them. We would be left in the dust otherwise. I can see Hideaki and Lily are just humoring their siblings, Lily being the more unenthusiastic of the two. Misha seems to be as happy as ever though. Looks like she managed to latch onto some of Shizune and Akira's excitement. As for myself, I'd rather eat now, but the thought of fresh fish prepared by Lily is appealing. The river is larger than I'd imagined, although very scenic and peaceful. Other than a small pier apparently built just to fish off of, this place looks untouched by civilization, and it makes me realize how much greenery I've seen lately. Shizune pulls Misha away so that they can explain on how to fish to Akira. Lily and Hideaki are talking between themselves, so I decide to join the enthusiastic trio. So which one of these lures should I use then? Can I use this cute little one?
Wait! This is a contest, so we need to pick teams first. Shichan and I will be on one team, of course. Hichan, you're going to be on our team too, won't you? We can be the student council team.
Okay. Alright then. That makes me, Hideaki and Lily on the other team. Lily, what should we call ourselves? I don't see why it matters. I don't think it matters. Both at the same time. Team no enthusiasm it is. Yet again, Akira's best efforts are rebuffed. Shizune and Misha, on the other hand, have no lack of enthusiasm whatsoever.
Hisao, you can be our point man. Please try to catch as many or the biggest fish possible.
Why me? No one's even taught me how to fish yet.
We can do that now!
After a quick tutorial, Shizune immediately tries to draw us into discussion about the strategy in a tag team fishing competition. Oh, Akira looks so down. Oh. I've really grown to like Akira as well. Her character is like I think I mentioned this during Hanako's route, but I like the sibling kind of contact that Lily and Akira have. It looks like Hideaki got stuck with a spare rod. You know that it's just a string tied to a bamboo pole, right? That means that when deciding the order, you should go against him. What? Why me?
You have the least experience here, Hichan.
Yeah? So who's the best here? Shizune? Hideaki is your brother, so he's probably just as good. He probably fishes all the time since he lives closer to a lake. He might even be better. Watching you three makes my head hurt. You know I'm only hearing 2/3 of the conversation, right? What's this about? Picking our lineup. Akira makes a troubled face. She's getting impatient, which probably isn't too unreasonable. If you're impatient, that only makes us more excited. Now I want to play for higher stakes. What's she saying? She wants to play for higher stakes. I wouldn't be too hasty. We have beginners like twice over our side after all. The only way you'll be able to beat that is by catching the whole ocean.
This is a freshwater body of water, you marine biologist.
Marine biologist. I'ma keep going. A weird insult, delivered with unblinking and innocent good cheer. Akira doesn't seem bothered. She laughs it off, and Shizune looks like her usual mischievous self again. I'm glad they get along. So, are we going to pick teams or what? I'm getting kinda hungry. Hisao, Misha, and I are on one team. Lily, Hideaki, and you are on the other, aren't you? I suppose that's the most obvious arrangement. Would mixing it up be a little more fun though, huh?
You don't want to fish with your own sister?
Well, neither of us know how to fish, and so putting both of us on the same team is kinda... Well, it sounds like something I've heard. It sounds like I've heard something kind of dangerous. I tried to change the subject before Shizune can get that incredulous look on her face into anything more. So, I guess you and Shizune know each other? Sure do. We go way back. Wait, what? Akira and Shizune know each other? Akira throws a knowing grin at Shizune. It's not until Misha's finished translating what she said that Shizune gains a troubled face. Akira sure is different from Lily. Aside from how they look, she's much more informal and laid back. I expected Lily's family to be all proper and formal like her, so this is a surprise. But I feel like she's easy to talk to. As much as I like talking about catching fish, we should probably actually do it sometime. Would you suggest that there should be a lineup like in baseball, or should it be everyone at wells or attack battle style? Can everyone sit wherever they want, or do teams that have to stick together? Do we call where we fish? What fish sizes will we be counting? Seeing Akira groan after Misha dutifully translates for her, Shizune rubs her glasses, laughing silently. Never mind, let's just fish then. It can be an individual contest. Hey! Akira looks so happy. And Lily being all like, this sounds interesting. Oh, the CG in this route have been fucking like great. I sit down, ready to fish, although I'm not feeling very confident. Everyone else is already sitting, except Akira, who takes a seat next to me and throws her line out after taking her suit jacket and rolling up her sleeves. Misha and Hideaki end up sitting on the shore and fishing together, as there's not enough room on the pier for everyone. Truth be told, I'd rather be sitting next to Shizune, but Akira seems approachable enough. Careful there, you're a little close. Don't tangle our lines, okay? So, you've never fished it before? No, but I've seen it on TV, a bit of it on TV. I've always wanted to catch one of those big fish with a sword for a sword? With a sword? Ah, yeah, okay, yeah, like hammerfish. A big fish with a sword for a face. Marlin, I think. If I recall correctly, those are from the ocean. They are saltwater fish. I know that. Why is everyone acting like I don't know the difference between freshwater and saltwater fish? If you are not careful, you'll scare off the fish, saltwater or not. Akira's voice is somewhat loud between her attempts to both egg on Shizune and keep Lily entertained, so she may have a point. My line doesn't seem to be picking up anything, but I don't know how much of that is down to Akira. Shizune does her best to relax in the sun and pulls the look off very well, but I can tell that she'd be slightly put off by not knowing what's being talked about. but having Misha around can be a real problem. Hisao, what is the score? Hisao, what's the score right now? Are we winning? I hope we are, given that I've entrusted you with our team's success. I managed to do some awkward signing with creative placement of my rod. It's probably close to being gibberish in spoken terms. You're like right there, can't you tell? Disappointing. Don't let yourself get distracted. You have to stay focused. Should have known. Well, it's 0-0 in any case. Or 0-0. Whatever you prefer. Akira chuckles, although it's clear that really took the wind out of her sails. Is it just numbers now, or are we keeping track of the size too? Both. Grading matters. Who's going to be grading them? Are you a certified fish judge? Shizune shakes her head to signify that she isn't. But it doesn't seem like it would be very hard. Tell Misha to stop flailing her hands around like that. It's scaring all the fish away. And ask Hideaki why hasn't he even been bothered to cast yet. Fucking Misha, just going, I'm like running around the shore, just like, just windmilling her arms around, like, yay! Misha is fucking adorable. I look over to the two and yell what Shizune said to them.
Shi-chan, I think he's upset that he's stuck with the backup rod.
Since Misha is largely unable to sign anything coherently right now, she only gets a puzzled look from Shizune for a reply. Shizune just sighs after I translate it for her. Hey, even if you're depressed about it, you've gotta try. You could catch the big one for all you know. But you won't catch anything unless you do. I feel like at least half of her encouragement is because if Hideaki does catch the big one, she wants to be there to eat it, and having 6 people fishing just leads to the better chance of catching something than having 5. The constant awkward shuffling I have to do to communicate with Shizune, not to mention her increasing fidgeting, make me think it might be a good idea to give her a go at fishing. Hey guys, can we switch over now? Sure, Lily. No, please. I have no idea how to fish. Like, well, okay. I sign what they say, given that I seem to have taken Misha's place as Shizune's interpreter right now. How magnanimous of you, Lily. Oh boy, here we go. I don't bother translating what she says for fear of sparking another fight. Shizune says you should at least try. It might even turn out to be fun. Very well. Akira, how do you use this? It's pretty simple. I wonder how ethical it is to purposely completely change what Shizune said like that. At least it paid off. Hey! Okay, so they changed. I like how Lily is like, what on earth is this? Also, well, I mean, never mind, yeah. I thought that her position hadn't changed at all, but yeah, it did. Her left hand just kind of looks weird. I think I understand. What bait do you think would be the best to use? I'd prefer something that wouldn't hurt the fish too much. Aww. If you're putting a hook through their mouth, I don't think the bait's going to hurt them much more. And letting it go? No, don't do that. But if it isn't big, there's little point in killing it. With my hands freed, it's much easier for me to interpret what everyone's saying. No, Shizune is the one that has to deal with her hands being full. But she seems to take it in her stride. That's so arrogant. Okay, I'll only reel in the big ones too from now on. What's she saying? Akira just sighs after I interpret for her. No, I don't like that only. You know, a fish is a fish, and you have to take what you can get. Unfortunately, Shizune can't hear her, and Lily doesn't seem to be paying much attention now. Lily is taking fishing easily. It's a very relaxed activity after all. It isn't long before they both catch a fish, and surprisingly, Lily is just as interested in which is the bigger of the two as Shizune is. As the hours pass, it seems like they're even starting to have fun. All the way to the evening. At the end of the day, we have several good-sized fish between us. Even Hideaki and Mishek managed to catch one. No one brings up that we're competing to see who could catch more. I don't think it matters to anyone anymore. Shizune and Misha are talking between themselves some distance away, and Lily and Hideaki are doing the same. I decided to take advantage of the quiet moment to talk with Akira. Lily and Shizune got on well today. I didn't really expect it after seeing how they act towards each other in school. She gives an amused snort. It looks like she doesn't take their feuding as seriously as I do. They've got their reasons. Lily and I are going away for a while tomorrow, so we thought we'd just pop by. In the end, I'm glad we did. After a brief silence, she stretches loudly and then claps her hands to get everyone's attention. Well, that looks like it's enough to feed everyone. We should be getting back now. Lily nods, but then hesitates. Even with her face clouding a bit, she still looks to be in a better mood than this morning. Akira really seems to know how to handle her, and diffused her antipathy towards Shizune as well. Today's catch looks delicious. I kinda wish I had some soy sauce so I could eat it now. I thought you wanted me to cook it. Don't you think eating it raw would be okay? Despite Akira's protests, or joking, as I can't tell which, we decide to wait to at least cook the fish before eating it. It's already become late while we were out, and by the time we arrive back at Shizune's house, it's a good time for dinner. Okay. And that's where we're going to drop off this episode of Katawa Shoujo. Thank you guys for watching. This was a good episode, although it was like torturous to try and do all those voices. Jesus. Like, what? Hideaki, Misha, Shizune, Akira, Lily, and... was there anyone else? No, 5. 5 different voices. And like 3 of them being all androgynous, it's kinda... I still haven't decided on a complete voice on Shizune, but yeah, I think that'll work as a replacement for now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a comment down below. Any constructive criticism or just common banter is welcome. You can also drop a like to show your appreciation to the video. I appreciate your honesty and appreciation. You can also drop a subscribe and click the bell button next to the subscribe button as well to make sure you get my videos into your sub tab the moment they come online. My name is Nagacious, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.